Hello students, Logan Phillips here, Professor Pete. For this video, we'll be talking about your simulation environment, your SimNet environment. Specifically, we're going to be talking about the SimPaths. So that's the simulated path. Now, the SimPaths are really a form of lab. This is where we're going to be testing you on your material you already know. We're going to be teaching you the material in a hands-on environment, and then we're going to test you on what we've taught you. So we're going to show you, we're going to guide you, we're going to let you try. You're going to see that type of method over and over again, but here it's called a pretest, a lesson, and a post-test. So this is more like the lab environment that you would get in a traditional, like a biology lab or that type of thing. Now, the key pieces here to remember are that the pretest can only be taken one time. I cannot reset pretest. Now, I can do it here because I'm the professor for me for this instruction, but as you as a student, I am unable to reset a pretest. So if you open it up and don't click anything else and close it down, you're done. That pretest is signed, sealed, with 0 points given. So inside this environment, the SimPath, we have each individual chapter, and this doesn't matter if you're Excel student, Word student, PowerPoint student, Access student, Office student, or Concept students. The environment is the same. We have the pretest attempt. If you scroll down, we'll show you your attempt, how you scored on it, how much time you spent on it. The lesson will show you its time and how much time you spent on it, and the post-test will give you results. Now, the only thing that is actually graded inside this section is this post-test. And the post-test for SimPaths are worth 10 points. So how this works, if you know nothing, I will teach you everything you need to know that's worth 10 points. At the end of it, I will take you a test over those 10 points worth of stuff. But maybe you have experience. You took Office in high school, you've been working in an office in a regular environment, you're good at Microsoft Word or Excel or PowerPoint, so you have pre-existing knowledge. I don't want to waste your time as a student. I don't want to waste my time as a professor. I want you to raise very quickly through the material and grow your skill into a deeper knowledge. So what I do is I say, I'm going to let you take a pretest. Anything that you know definitively and you can prove that you know, I'm not going to bother teaching you. I'm just going to give you the credit. So even though this is worth 10 points, if you know 5 points worth of stuff, just because of your experiences and your life, I'm going to go ahead and give you those 5 points. I'm not going to teach you anything, and I'm only going to teach you the 5 points worth of stuff that you don't know. And so that will give you a base. For the pretest, we can take the pretest. There will pop up with your name, your student ID. We have unlimited time on your pretest. I'll give you unlimited time on your post-test. There is 1 attempt per question on your pretest, and there is 3 attempts per question and 3 attempts on the post-test altogether. Now, you do have to agree to the integrity policy to be able to take this exam, but once you do that, you can hit start. And this should look very similar to what we saw in our sim book. At the very top, we are going to see our instructions that is asking us to do. We're going to take that instruction and we're going to do a variety of tasks. So here we have it asking change the text so it's left aligned. We have a simulated Word environment. If you're working on Excel or PowerPoint, it'll be a simulated those software packages. If we do it correctly, it will give us a pop-up that says it is correct. I now have earned the points for this. I don't have to be taught about it at all. I hit continue. It's going to bring me to the next question. You can see here there are 37 questions in this one simulated environment. So if I pass 20 of these, then I get the points for 20 of those questions, and I will only be taught on the 13 or 17 that I've missed. All right, so let's go ahead and see it do it wrong here. Change the font for the selected to Arial. So I come down here, I can see the font, and I'm going to choose Arial Black. You can see it pops up and says you are incorrect. You answered the question incorrectly. Now, on these pretest, it will not give you any instruction on how to fix your errors. I am just testing you on your pre-existing knowledge. So there is nothing that you will see, nothing that you can do, no instruction on what you got wrong, how you got wrong, or anything. It's just what you got right. Now, once you've answered all these questions, or you've gotten tired and you just don't want to do it anymore, you can go into the top right-hand corner and hit Submit, and hit Submit Exam, and it will tell you exactly how many points you got right, how many points you got wrong, and what your submitted answer was. So from this environment, I can see that change the text to left in line. These are the steps I took. I got it correct. I can see the history. Change the font to Arial. I can come over here and see like, oh man, I hit Arial black instead of Arial. That's a stupid mistake. I should have got that point. It's not that big a deal. I now know how to fix that. So I've now submitted this. I've earned 2.7% or out of 1 out of 37 test. So we can go back and we can close this down and go to the next piece. So we come back, and all I did was hit the back button on my browser. It brought me back to my SimNet environment, Simpath. You can see down here my pretest is listed with my date, time, and my score. And now my lesson has opened up. Now, if I'm pretty confident after looking at the answers and knowing what I did wrong, that I made stupid mistakes, I may choose to skip the lesson. But if I'm not confident and I want to learn more and I want to get a deeper understanding, I can choose to take the lesson. Once I open the lesson, it's going to look very similar to your sim book. Basically, we're backtracking, and I'm going to do is show me, guide me, and let me try. Now, none of these are graded. These are not worth any points. This is going to take you exactly to where the items are that you made a mistake on, reteach it to you so that you can go back and take those assignments again, or that post-exam. So after we've done this, we can go to our next pieces, work through the books of all the materials we messed up. It's created this custom lesson plan for me. When I finish, I can exit book in the top right-hand corner, and now my post-exam should be opened up. And I can see here if I would have actually done the Let Me Try buttons, I would have gotten scored on this lesson, and it would have opened up everything. Now with the post-exit test, it is the exact same test as the pre-exam. Same process, name, student ID, time allowed is unlimited, but notice you get now 3 attempts per question. And you also get 3 attempts on the quiz as a whole. You have to agree to the syllabus, to the compliance pieces, and we hit start exam. So we're back up to the very piece. Change the font color for the selected text to Cambria. So we have selected text, we choose Cambria, we got it correct, we move on. If I get it incorrect, I'm going to have to redo this over and over again until I get it correct, or I choose in the top right hand corner, go to next question. So maybe I don't know how to copy the selected text and paste it below the text. I keep doing something incorrect. I've done it now a couple times. I've messed up. I can go back to that question. I can move it again. I can see I can have 2 of 3 attempts here. So you can go back and work through these multiple times until you get it right, or you can move forward. Once you've gotten all through the questions and you're ready to submit the test, it will start you back over on any remaining attempts you have on these questions, unless you choose hit submit. And we hit submit on our exam, and it's going to give me my point value, my score, and I can see exactly where I'm at. Now, if I don't like this and I'm not happy about my score, I can just hit my back button, take the post test again. You get 3 attempts on this. You get 3 attempts on each question. I give you a lot of opportunity to go back to the book, go back to the material. If I really don't get it and I keep failing the exam, I can always hit my back button and go and take the lessons again. So I give you the opportunity to backtrack as you're needed to make in-depth information really absorb into you. I guess that is your Simpath. Let's go ahead and exit that. If you have any questions on this, please let me know. I'm here to answer your questions to help you guys along. Remember that on the Simpath, the only actual graded item is your post-exam, but anything you pass on your pre-exam will be given to you at full point value and will not have to be repeated at all. So it will speed you up if you take the pre-exam, so I strongly suggest you do it. And any information that you miss on the pre-exam, I would strongly suggest you take the lecture or the lesson because it will teach you those exact pieces, how I need you to do them. Because one of the big problems you're going to run into the system is I can only teach you X number of ways on how to do a task. Now the system may allow you, we can all make a new document 15 different ways, but I have to teach you and assess that you know how to do it the way I taught you. So make sure that you take the lesson, watch the system, do those show me, guide me, let me tries, and then take the post test after you're very confident in your skills. All right, guys, I'm Logan Phillips. If you need me, reach out. My email is logan.phillips1@tulsacc.edu. I'm here for you if you need me. Have a very fruitful day.